Hey everyone, welcome back to the video. This is Edwin, and in this video it's going to be a fun one because I'm going to put you this scenario for you. You just got your license. You got your first car. You want to have fun with your car. You love your car. You want to take it to the next level. You want to start doing mods to it. How do you choose your first mod? Do you want to do performance mods? Do you want to do visual mods? What do you want to do? You don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys which one's the best options for you. So yeah guys, let's start by doing this. If you guys haven't liked the video so far, go like it because it's a fun video, and like I said, it only helps the channel grow. I post videos every Friday. The one from Friday went up last week, so go like it if you haven't done so far. It's actually a good video. It's how to clear codes on your car, how to get rid of the check engine light. Like I said, it's a good video. You're gonna learn something, and if you learn something, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So yeah, like I was telling you guys, choosing your first mod can be like choosing your first friend. I don't know, I think for me, choosing my first mod was really important because it was going to be the beginning of all the things that was going to got to come, you know. I remember when I first got my car, my first mod was the lip spoiler that I got. I remember I wanted the one that looks like the M4 competition one, but after looking into it, I realized that it was going to look really small because I don't know how to explain it, but the M4s, they have a trunk that's already have a high kick on it. So the trunk already looks like a little bit like high kicked. Like the 335s or 3 series, regular ones, 4 series, they don't come like that. They have a standard trunk, and if you put that one, it's gonna look very, very little. So it was not gonna look really good. Then after that, I looked into other ones. They didn't look good because it was really small, and I wanted one that looked like high kick but not so high, you know. So yeah, I was looking into different ones, and after that I found the lip that I got, and I was like, you know what, let's do this lip spoiler because I liked how it looked. And after that, when it first arrived, it was the install process, which was really complicated. Installing a lip spoiler is not really that hard, but the problem with mine was that I used to have a lip spoiler before, the OEM one, the blue one that it comes with, the little one, and it was stuck for like, I want to say like 2 years probably in there. The 3M tape that I had was really stuck together because, like, you know, the more it stays there, the longer it's gonna stay. But like I said, installing was not really hard. What was hard was taking the other one off, but the installation took less than an hour. So like I was saying before, let's say you just got your car, you just got your license, and you want to have fun with your car, you want to start doing stuff to your car, you were deciding on which one you go. You want to do visual or you want to do performance. And what would I recommend? I will do visual first on a little bit because some stuff is cheaper actually. Now, I'm not talking for the Beamers, but if you have a Japanese car, some mods go cheaper for the Japanese cars actually. So let's say you got a 370 or 350C. I think the best thing you can do to that one is a wing. So yeah, actually I think the first mod you should do to your cars should be visual. And I'm not telling you to go change the bumpers and everything because that's gonna look bad sometimes if you don't know how to choose it wisely. But you're gonna go with a trunk spoiler. I mean, I'm not telling you to go high, like, you know, those drag cars, because you're not going to be dragging your car every single day. So just get a lip spoiler on your car. Any car, it looks really good, and it's going to change the appearance on your car. But if with that said, if you want to make your car better performance-wise, I think the best mod you should do first, if you just got your car stuck, is changing the tires, because regular cars come with regular tires, street tires. They're not really that grippy. I think the first performance mod that you should do to your car is go ahead and go buy a good set of wheels. Some wheels are going to give you a good grip to your car. It's going to change the way that you drive. It's going to change the way the car handles and the way the car performs. Because let's say you're taking a corner and you change it to second and third gear, and if you don't have good tires, the thing's going to spin out. If you don't want to do that intentionally, it's going to be a bad situation that you're going to be put into. So yeah, just go spend a couple $100 on a good set of tires. Michelin, Pirelli, Bridgestone, whatever you want to use. Toyos are really expensive like the Michelins, but you know, like I always say, you get what you pay for. So if you go for a good set of tires, you're not going to go wrong with it, because tires is one of the most important things in your car. Like I always say, I should take the advice that I'm giving you because my tires are good brands, but they're really in bad condition, you know, less than 1mm thread. But I just don't want to go ahead and spend more than $1,000 in tires because, I don't know, I'm just being putting it off. But I need to do it this year because they're not going to last that long. With that said though, if you want to do a performance mod as your first mod, if we put the tires to the side, I think you should do it with exhaust, because an exhaust, I think you need to go somewhere to put it, because I mean, if you have the knowledge to do it, you can do it by yourself or with the help of a friend. That was not that difficult if you have the tools for it. But if you don't know how to change an exhaust and you don't have the tools, don't do it yourself, because you're just gonna mess yourself up, and then you're gonna get yourself into trouble when you don't know how to put it, and your car's gonna sound horrible just straight piping it. Because I don't want to say anything, but I don't like how straight pipe cars sounds. They sound like a diesel truck, and it's just not a good sound. It's just loud, that's it. It's annoying loud. You don't buy an exhaust either way too, so just go with the stock exhaust you have and do a muffler delete. I actually think that should be good for the first mod. For that one, you just have to buy the tubes, and that's it, and it's gonna be less than 50 bucks, and you're just gonna change the way your car sounds, because you know how any car is gonna sound with no muffler. It's gonna be kind of loud, but it's not gonna be that loud. It's gonna be a good sound. So for me, like, I have the Amp Performance exhaust. My next mod for my exhaust before I buy the AWE is going to be taking the muffler off. After that, I think you should do an intake. I did the intake as a second mod too, because like I said, my first mod was my exhaust and my second performance mod was my intake. So yeah, if you have a Japanese car, there's a lot of brands that sell intakes for a really good price. If you're feeling cheap or you don't want to spend that much money, you can get one that's really secondhand. I don't recommend that, but if you don't have the budget and you want to do something to your car, I think you should go with an aftermarket secondhand intake. You just make sure when you buy it, it's a really good buy, you know. Make sure it's still in good condition. It doesn't have too many mods put into it. And the reason why I'm saying intake, it should be a really good mod to do first if you don't want to do the exhaust. It's because the intake is a really simple mod to make. Actually, I didn't record. I'm going to do a video on how to install my MST intake, because I became an expert on how to install that one. I can change it in less than 10 minutes. But yeah, I think intake should be the second mod or first mod, whatever you want to see it, because you can do it yourself. You don't need that many tools for your intake. I'm going to show you right now how my intake sounds from a past video that I did a couple months ago. And like I said, the intake is going to change the way your car sounds by a lot, because every time you change gears, it's going to be like just a blow sound going on, and it's going to sound really good. If you want to go expensive, you can do expensive. Like I said, what you get, what you pay for. So for me, I got my MST intake, which that one was from Keys 2, and my intake was about like 450 bucks. The install was not that hard. Like I said, the first time was like 30 minutes, 45 minutes max, but it's not really hard to install it. You can do it by yourself, and it sounds really good, as you guys just heard in the video. So yeah, I think that for your second or first mod, however you want to see it, you should do an intake, because like I said, it's really simple install. It's not going to be that expensive. You can get intakes for less than 200 bucks, or you can go high, you get 400, 300 bucks depending on what brands you want. After that, another beginner's mod that I can recommend for that one will be a piggyback. And a different word for a piggyback is a chip. You can choose different brands for that one. Every car has a different brand, but I have my knowledge from BMW, so I know for this one the piggyback will be a JB4, and that was a really simple install. You can take it to a place so they can do it for you. But piggyback, you can do it yourself, because you just have to unplug some things and connect it to the ECU, connect it to different parts in the engine. And piggyback or a chip in your car is going to give you a lot of high power, you know, because that one's going to increase your horsepower by a lot, and it's going to increase your torque too. You can actually say the piggyback is a tune, because it does the same thing, but it's not really a tune because it's just a chip. And the good thing about the chip is that whenever you want to take it off, you just unplug it and go to map 0, or like I said, I'm talking from what I know from the JB4. The chip in your car is really simple. You just plug it in. It's a plug and go, plug and play, whatever the name it is, because that one's going to give you more horsepower. It's going to make your car faster. The chip can set you up depending what car you have, because some cars is going to be depending 200 bucks, and some cars are going to be like 500 bucks. But like I said, the more you pay, the more you're going to get. But at the same time, you don't want to go all in on the chip that you know you're not going to use that much. So yeah, if you don't want to get too much of a hassle, install a lot of things in your car, just do a chip in your car, buy it from online, or have it installed, which at the end of the day is going to be more expensive if you take it somewhere and install it, because you just watch some YouTube videos and they'll teach you everything you need to know on how to install a chip in your car. You don't need rocket science to install it. But like I said, it's not going to be that much as a tune, because a tune is a full-on like the Boot Mod or MHD, whatever it is for the Beamers, or any other car. If you take it to a tuning company, Gintani or whatever tuning it is, it's going to be more expensive. But like I said, that's going to be a full-on tune, and that's going to change the whole things in your car, not just like a chip, which is going to be temporary. Taking it to a place is going to be more expensive, but you're going to see higher returns on that one because it's an actual tune. Okay, so now let's get started on the different kind of modifications to your car, and that one's Visual. But that one's more expensive, but like I said, this beginner's mod, so that's the best mods you can do to your car. So that will be changing the rims, because stock rims look really ugly, and I should not be saying that because I have stock rims. But like I was saying, that's a more expensive thing to do to your car. But changing rims in your car actually changes the way your car looks. And I'm not saying go crazy and go buy 20s or go buy 22s. Your car fits 17s or they fit 18, because it's gonna make your car look ugly. But if you know how to choose your rims wisely, you're gonna get a good set of rims at a good price too, because you can go to Warstain and that's gonna be really expensive brands, but you know, sometimes more expensive means it looks better. I'm not telling, please don't do me a favor, don't go buy eBay rims, because you're gonna hit a pothole and the whole rim's gonna fall apart. So go buy yourself a nice set of rims that are gonna change the way your car looks. But that one's more expensive, like I said. That one's gonna be around $1,000, or it's gonna be around $800 depending what brand you choose. But the rims is a good way to go. It's more expensive, but it changes the way your car looks. Pictures, whenever rollings, is gonna be way better for rims. It's gonna look way better. Getting to a second one will be a suspension. And that one is a tricky too, because that one, like I said, is more expensive, but it's good things you can do as a beginner modding, because suspension will change the way your car handles too. Don't go crazy low, because you're going to be scraping, and I'm telling you that because my car will scrape everywhere I go because of the lip that I have. But just go get a nice set of coilovers. Your car will look really good. Don't cut them and don't press them, because it's going to ruin the car. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be like riding on the boats. It's going to be like wobbling everywhere. So if you go and get a nice set of coilovers, your car's gonna look amazing, and your car's gonna handle like a heaven. Every time you get a corner, it's gonna be really good. The car's not gonna spin out because center of gravity is gonna be lower, so that means it's gonna be better for the handling of the car. But like I said, that one's tricky because suspension and coilovers can be really expensive. But for Japanese cars, they're like really good brands that you can get for really low price. Not really low, like I said, but like compared to H&R, like good brands like that. You can get good looks to your car, and at the same time it's going to change the way the car handles by a lot. But that one's just like the rims, you know, you cannot do it by yourself, because changing a suspension, changing the coilovers is a kind of a tricky situation. You can do it to learn it by yourself, you can watch videos, but at the same time I'm not recommending that, because I know changing suspensions, it's not really that simple. It's a long process. You need machinery for that. You need special tools. You need to have your car in the lift. You don't need to have it on the lift. Actually, you can do it on jacks, on trolley jacks. But at the same time, it's not really recommended, because yeah, that one's a really tricky one, because it's really hard to do it. Whoever tells you changing a coilovers is so hard is lying to you, because that one's really hard. So that one I would actually recommend to take it to some place that can actually do that, because there's going to be experienced people touching the suspension to your car, and they're not going to mess it up. Because if you mess it up, you're going to be in a hard deal from that one. You're going to get yourself in a big problem if you do your suspension and you don't know how to put it back on. So just save yourself some trouble, spend the extra bucks, get the suspension, get the coilovers, whatever you want to do, and take it to some place that can do. And if you don't want to be doing coilovers, you can do backs, but at the same time, this is for a cheap upgrades you can do your car. And coilovers are not cheap, but if you want to go with backs, it's going to look slant to the ground when you're parked. It's going to look good in some cars, but at the same time, backs are pretty expensive. I want to say they're more than $4,000 for this car. So if you want to do backs, you can go for it. But yeah, I think that's it for all the beginner mods that you can do your car, because after that it's more into the car, doing downpipes, changing your intercooler. That's more advanced things you can do. But just on a note and to end this is like, whatever you choose, just make sure you're happy with it, because at the end of the day, it's your car. It's not someone else's car. So whatever you do, make sure you like it. Make sure you're happy with it. Don't do things to your car that you don't want to do just because your friends or someone's telling you, oh, don't do this because it's going to look horrible. Of course, if you get a fat ass wing that's going to be like a meter high, I'm telling you, don't do that. Or you're going to get rims that are going to be sticking out and the camber's going to be like pushed all the way in. Don't do that, because your car's going to look stupid. But like I said, also, if you don't want to do that, go for it. So I think this is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys learned something on how to do the mods and the beginners, what decisions to take, which one's the best option for you. If you want to go all in expensive mods, go for it. If you want to go with cheaper mods, don't give it parts, because that one's going to mess your car up. Also, guys, if you guys haven't watched the other videos, go watch them too, because honestly, they actually teach you something about things to do in your car. Like my past video was how to clear the check engine line if you have a Beamer or any other car that can use an adapter to do it from your phone, and that was really helpful. How to tune your car, how to install parts in your car. So yeah, guys, like I said, just go watch the videos, subscribe if you like the content, and like the video, like I said, if you learned something, and share, because probably someone's gonna learn something too. Enjoy your cars. That's it. Enjoy.